All right, what's good, everybody? It's Drew Peoples from Peoples Collectibles, and today we're opening up some loose packs from Ravnica Clue Edition. I opened up a few of these bundles previously, and by a few I went through at least like a dozen of them. In the last batch I had gotten, I just started throwing these packs aside. I was like, I don't really need them, and a couple friends and I, a few months back, we did like a little jumpstart thing. So I gave each of us like four of these packs, and we shuffled and played and had a good time. Actually played with the game pieces. Ooh, what a concept. But I put 20 of these aside, just kept them there for a rainy day. And good old Amzu, the insect dude. He's a 5 mana legendary with menace, who makes like 1/1 token of insects in your graveyard or something. Whatever he does, he's pushing back up to $20 again. He had dropped down to about 10 a pop, uh, maybe January or February, something like that. But anyway, he's back up to like $20 a pop, and I was like, well, damn, might as well just go through the rest of these packs here, see if I can find any more of those, and then finish sorting these with the other ones that I've already taken out and everything. So, and I want to take a little slower just to also look at the commons and uncommons, just some stuff that sticks out, like, oh, it's actually a decent reprint. So like right there, for example, consider, right, from Crimson Vow, I want to say, or Midnight Hunt. I think it was Crimson Vow. But 1 mana instant, surveil one, draw a card. I mean, great, little common there. So I mean, just stuff like that. There's plenty of good hits throughout, outside of also the mechanically unique cards. Turn to a Frog, classic 2 mana instant, make one of your opponent's guys a 1/1 nothing frog. That's Snow Day there. Where's the freaking rare, man? Wait a second. What the? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, did we just get hosed on the rare? Okay, no, it's the non-basic lands. And then we've got the Jin Dude Resonance Technician. 5 mana, 4/4 flying. When he enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, investigate twice. And you can tap him and tap X untapped artifacts you control. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control, mana value X. You may choose new targets for the copy. So, interesting little guy, detective. Kind of hate that creature subtype. It's very gimmicky, but whatever. And it's a unique rare for this set. And then we have the stunt double for the rare reprint. That's the word I was looking for. Words and things. Okay. But yeah, again, just for example, like consider being in that pack. Like that alone, I'm like, okay, that's a cool little common to have in there. And of course, and then because it's the Ravnica guilds, you have a lot of the good artifacts and stuff for the two color types, two color pairs. Words and language, it escapes me some days. You see, like Rakdos Signet. There we go. That's what we're talking. Oh, Deadly Dispute. All right, so another like just solid common. I guess I'll put I might as well start putting the signets aside too. It's probably good practice. All right, we got our non-basic land. So in each of these, you get the gate and you get the bounce land. We got Frenzied Gorespawn. All right, so another unique rare from the set. 5 mana, 4/4 horror. When he enters the battlefield, for each opponent, go to target creature that player controls. And whenever one or more creatures attack one of your opponents, those creatures gain menace until end of turn. All right, so neat little dude. And then we got the reprint Mythic Spawn of Mayhem from Ravnica Allegiance, I want to say. Either Allegiance or Guilds of Ravnica, but I'm pretty sure it was Allegiance for that one. All right. And as we get through a few of these, we'll start picking up the pace, not looking at all the commons and uncommons, but I did want to just explore a bit the stuff in these packs outside of just the big hits. And again, the only big hit really is Amzu, the Insect Shaman bruh. Suppressor Skyguard, I think, is still around the $10 hit. That's the only other rare from these packs that's 10 or more. We got Furious Spine Splinter here. So this is a uncommon that is unique to this set, and you can see he's on the picture for this guild right there. Let's see what he does. 4 mana, 3/3, trample, ogre warrior. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on Furious Spine Splinter for each opponent that was dealt damage this turn. All right, so yeah, I mean, definitely in EDH, I mean, possibly becoming a 6/6 when you first drop them is pretty cool. I guess we'll put them there for now. Colossal Majesty, this is a decent reprint there. We got our non-basic lands. Stampede Surfer, another unique rare guy. 5 mana, 4/4, human warrior, haste. Whenever he attacks, for each opponent, you create a 2/2 green board creature token that's tapped and attacking that opponent. So obviously that works great with the dude we had just seen there. And then Giant, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. 7 mana, 7/7 insect, I believe from Gatecrash, second Ravnica cycle. I can't remember which one. I think Gatecrash. Trample. Whenever he deals damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of Giant Bug Boy. All right, cool. Still looking for our Golgari Bug Boy. I mean, we got a big Bug Boy, but that's not the Bug Boy we wanted. All right, and this is the one with the Memory Vampire, I want to say. At least he's the one on the cover right there. He's an interesting little guy. When we see him, we'll read him. Oh, Demir Signet. Dig that. All right. Oh, you go there. All right. And yeah, there we go. Memory Vampire. 6 mana, 4/4, flying. Vampire Detective. Yeah, what a great creature type there. Whenever Memory Vampire deals combat damage to a player, any number of target players each mill that many cards. Then you may collect Evidence 9. When you do, you may cast target non-land card from defending player's graveyard without paying its mana cost. And I do like that it doesn't add the extra clause of, like card that was put there from the graveyard this turn. So, collecting Evidence 9 isn't too bad. And also the fact that you can, any number of target players each mill that many cards. So you can also mill yourself for 4 or whatever his power is at that point to try to build up towards that Evidence. That's a card that I quite like him. And then Duskmantle Seer. Is a mythic really a mythic? When it's, you have your unique rare, and then like we've gotten like 3 mythics back to back, but like none of those mythics are, really necessarily like noteworthy. All right, we got another House Demir here. Okay, so we'll see if this is the exact same pack. There's not as much variety in this as a normal Jumpstart product, just because it's a small kind of little special set. It does look like a few of the first cards were different. Okay, I thought that was a unique card to the set. I do not believe it is, though. All right, so yeah, definitely seeing some difference in the cards here. What are we going to see for the rares, though? And we didn't see a Demir Signet. That was a little disappointing. Demir Strand Catcher, and he's also another unique rare. He's a 4 mana, 3/3 fairy rogue, flying. Whenever you attack, surveil X, where X is the number of opponents being attacked. At the beginning of each end step, if 3 or more cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield this turn, draw a card. So yeah, obviously, in EDH, you got 3 opponents, and you attack all 3 of them. You can just, surveil 3, knock the top 3 from the top of your deck right into your graveyard and draw a card for your troubles there. So not a bad little deal. Not a bad little deal. All right. Colderactos. I think there's the Carnage Interpreter as well. So there might be more than 2 variants, because there's the one that has actual Rakdos. And what did we get? Yeah, Frenzied War Spawn earlier. There's the one with the Carnage Interpreter. I'm pretty sure there's one, or maybe the one with Carnage Interpreter is also the one with Rakdos. Light of the Stage. That's a nice little uncommon to see there. All right, and our rare for today is, in fact, the Carnage Interpreter. 3 mana, 3/3 Devil Detective. When he enters the battlefield, discard your hand, then investigate 4 times. And as long as you have one or fewer cards in hand, he gets +2/+2 and has Menace. So yeah, I mean, that's a pretty dope card, right? Like, drop him down, you're discarding your hand immediately, and he's gonna, become a 5/5 with Menace in the meantime. You get to investigate 4 times, so anything with, infinity for artifacts, or, that you can, tap multiple artifacts to do something like that Jin dude that we saw earlier. And then also just the fact, stuff like Blazing Root Walla, or stuff with, well, I guess really just Root Walla is the only, like, Madness 0, the 2 Root Wallas. But anyway, I mean, yeah, doing like a deck like that, like, I think this is definitely a card to look out for. It had pushed up a little bit before, but it's dropped back down. I think you can, pick up copies of this for under $5 at this point. But this is definitely one that I would keep your eye on. So yeah, I'm putting those aside for now. And there, as I said, there he is, Rakdos, the Showstopper. 6 mana, 6/6, flying trample. When he enters the battlefield, flip a coin for each creature that isn't a demon, devil, or imp. Destroy each creature's coin comes up tails. And that is the Rakdos from the 3rd Ravnica cycle. OG Rakdos, of course, is my preferred variant of the big demon bruh, but, I'll take that on top of the Carnage Interpreter. That's a pretty solid little pack, in my opinion. All right, we're heading on to Boros Legion. Why didn't I put my trash bag over here? There we go. Let's put the trash in the trash bag instead of throwing it all over the table like I'm a friggin' animal or something. My God. It's also a little embarrassing that opening up like these 20 packs has taken me longer than if I would have just opened up like 3 full boxes with, a bunch of packs, but whatever. We're here. All right, Boros Signet, clutch. All right, we got our non-basic lands. Aegis of the Legion, that is a pretty nice little unique rare. For a red and a white, you get an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 in Mentor. Whenever equipped creature mentors a creature, you put a shield counter on that creature that it's mentoring, and then equip 3. So, and Finale of Glory. Nice War of the Spark reprint there. And again, so like we've opened, 7 packs? All right. And 5 mythics there. So again, would we really classify any of these mythics as mythics when really the unique rares are definitely more chase than the mythics are? Just something to think about. And I know, since the introduction of mythic rares into this game, a mythic doesn't necessarily mean that it's, better than a rare card or anything, right? There's plenty of times that there's, jank mythics and all that. But the point being, the probability still back then of pulling a mythic, of pulling over a rare, you know what I'm saying? You still have a lower chance of pulling a rare, or pulling a mythic than a rare in any given pack. Whereas when they just stuff in mythics like this with these predetermined pack kind of products, it just kind of irks me when you have these mythics and it's like, but dude, it's not really a mythic, man. Come on. Weird little Matthew rant, but it just kind of get me irking. We got Light Up the Stage, and I think, was this the same one with Carnage Interpreter? Yeah, okay, the same one with Carnage Interpreter and Rakdos. Still haven't seen our Insect guy. We're about halfway through these packs now, so hoping he starts making an appearance. All right, we got Simic. No, we don't. I can't open the pack. We're just going to have to stop the video and go cry in a corner real quick. It is what it is. All right. Do we got any nice Simic cards in the common, uncommon? Here's a unique uncommon for this set that I have not... Well, I've obviously seen it before, but I haven't taken it in before. There we are. So a 3 mana, 3/2 Crab Elf. Fucking stupid. You know how the Simic are. They're experimenting with themselves too much as it goes. He has Flash and Vigilance. When he enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control. Until in a turn, that creature becomes a blue crab in addition to its other types and gains hexproof. Alright, I mean, that's pretty neat. Pretty neato. I can dig it, man. Alright, Incubation. Snake form. Huh. What is it? Oh, it's the same as turn into a frog, but it's one more, but you get to cantrip. So, nice little trade-off I get. Lonus, Genetics Expert. This is one of the better rares from this set, and by better I mean, $5-ish plus range for what it's worth. He's a 3-mana, 1/2 Snake Elf Detective. He's got Evolve. Whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on Lonus, investigate that many times, and whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control. So, not too bad. If you could, spark double him and then, I don't know, have some way to sack your clues for free, that would be pretty dope. Oh yeah, so, yeah, something like sacrifice an artifact as an activated ability. So not even having to sacrifice, because it doesn't say sacrifice the clue to draw a card, just sacrificing a clue in general. Because, yeah, then if you put the 1/1 counter on another target creature and it's the spark doubled copy of Lonus, then that copy would make a clue token, and then you sacrifice that clue, and then, well, both Lonuses would get a counter, and then they would put a counter on the other Lonus, and then they would both investigate once and make 2 clue tokens. So yeah, that's a cool little infinite combo there. And at this point, I mean, there's enough of the spark double kind of effects. There's Sakashima from Commander Legends, who does a similar thing. There's what else makes a there's a few that make a non-legendary version of a permanent you control. All right, Is It League? And I think this is different from the other Is It pack we got before. There's a good old Lightning Bolt. Is It Signet? Yeah, we hadn't seen one of those yet, so this is the different one with the, what's it called? The Corporeal Projection. So for a blue and a red, you got a sorcery here. Target creature you control gains Myriad until end of turn. You can overload it for 7. So you got game-winning card in the right deck, and the Hypersonic Dragon for the reprint in the back there. And and another reason that I'm opening these up is that I just bought a few more of these bundles for the first time in a while. I think it was about 42 before tax. Before I was spending, I want to say around like 35 or even less sometimes, but I decided, I wanted to get a few more. Eventually, these are not going to be anywhere near $40, right? I do believe, what was the original MSRP for this? I want to say it was like 70 or $80, man. I mean, it was something crazy. I remember seeing that and being like, these people are out of touch. No, and of course, it dropped. People were not excited for this set. And I mean, set's kind of a loose term to describe this, right? So I mean, this coincided with Carla Manor, right? Shortly came out after Ravnica Remastered. And the controversy, of course, then was you had Ravnica Remastered, this set, and Infinity, and they all had Shocklands, right? The box topper Shockland with the clue bundles, the full set of Shocklands throughout Ravnica Remastered, and the Galaxy Shocklands in Infinity. So suffice to say, people were not too pleased. So Afterlife Insurance is a cool little unique uncommon. It's a 1 and then a white or a black. Instant, creatures you control gain Afterlife 1 until end of turn and draw a card. And Afterlife 1, of course, is from the 3rd cycle of Ravnica, where if a creature with Afterlife one dies, you make a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. So good stuff. Good stuff. We got Covetous Elegy. 4 white and a black sorcery. Each player chooses up to 2 creatures they control, then sacrifices the rest. Then you create a tapped treasure token for each creature your opponents control. All right. This card I literally had not read until right now, and gotta say, not too bad. Not too bad. But again, just sets like this, and you know, like Aftermath, March of the Machine Aftermath, stuff like that. These specialty, like little small sets that everyone hates on, and they just get, you know, fire sold. But they've got tons of these unique cards that, you know, it's. I truly doubt they're going to be reprinted anytime soon. Think about Aftermath, came out over 2 years ago, right? Have any of those cards been reprinted? And there was only one card in there, Training Grounds, which was a reprint, right? And it's a small set. It was only 50 cards, so that's only really 49 cards. But I don't think a single one of those has been reprinted yet, right? Meaning that as time goes by and people want those cards more and more, it's going to push the value up of that set, even though, you know, you can open up a box and get 3 of the same mythic. Which can be a bad feeling, but it can also be a good feeling when it's something like the Nissa from that set. Which I have done. I had a video somewhere on here that I did pull 3 Nissas from a regular epilogue booster box. And that, I mean, that's a good feeling, man. That is a good feeling. I mean, at that time, I mean, I think Nissa was pushing over like $30, just like a regular version, right? And those boxes were being, you know, fire sold for like $50 a pop. So just crazy stuff. But it's, you know, it's the swings. All right, and we're swinging again with the Dimir Strand Catcher here. All right, not too many packs. Let's see, what do we got? Like 6 here? All right, we got 6. So we haven't seen Insect Dude. We haven't seen a Suppressor Skyguard either. We're hoping for... Selesnya. No, that's not it. That ain't it, kid. I'm hoping to at least pull one of our insect buddies. Would be nice. Would be nice. There's a lot of things in life that would be nice, right? A lot of freaking things. Okay. We're heading on. We're not even going to really spend time in the commons and uncommons. We're getting through it. We're getting through it. Conclave, Evangelist, 3 colorless, and then 2 hybrids of green or white. It's a 5-mana card, okay? It's an Elephant Cleric, 4/4, Myriad, and whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you create a token that's a copy of the Conclave Evangelist. All right, that's dope. And Tristani Discordant. I don't know why language escapes me today, but it do. It's like daylight savings or something. We'll run with that. We'll run with that. All right, what do we got? Is that Boros? Get fucked. Get fucked. Where's my insects? Where are my insects? This is an outrage. Okay. Well, at least we get another one of those Aegis things. I mean, they are dope. I'll give it that. All right. Looks like that's not the case. These cards do look different. What does this guy do? This little Mentor here. 2 colorless, and then a red or a white. 3/2 Minotaur Soldier. Mentor. Whenever you attack a player, target creature that's attacking that player gains first strike until end of turn. Okay, and our rare is Boros Strike Captain. Colorless, and then red or white, 3/3 Minotaur Soldier with Battalion. Whenever him and at least 2 other creatures attack, exile the top card of your library. During any turn you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may play that card. All right, I can dig that. Can for sure dig that. 4 packs. And another fucking Boros Legion. Alright, so yeah, we know it's either going to be the Aegis or the Boros Strike Captain. One or the other, right? And it looks like it's the Boros Strike Captain then again, because it is the exact same pack that we just friggin' looked at. 3 packs. Another Selesnya. Okay. Will it be the exact same one? We're about to find out. All this and more at 11. And look, pretty much, yep, exactly the same. We got 2 packs. Nope, that's Gruul. All right. Well, let's hope we haven't gotten the one with the boar dude. Not that boar dude, the other boar dude. The Razor of something or his mother. I don't know. Okay, this pack is looking different, so I think this is the one that I was talking about. Okay, yeah. Herald of Ilharg. 4 mana, 3/3 trample boar beast. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put 2 1/1 counters on Herald of Ilharg. If that spell is mana value 5 or greater, Herald of Ilharg deals damage equal to the number of counters on it to each opponent. So, not bad. And this is one that I've seen pushing up a bit recently. After, being basically a bulk rare, he's, starting to push the $5 and up mark there. Okay, so here's our last chance to see our insect friend, and we got fucked. We got fucked so hard. Not that hard. Not that bad. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not crying. You're crying. Okay, I'm crying a little bit on the inside. Just a little. Okay. Let's see. And this looks like the same pack that we got before. Which, it was, all right. Well, there we go. And like I said, I bought more of these clue bundles about yesterday, day before, whatever. So, there will be more of this soon to come. And that also means looking at more of the full art Shocklands again. Those are always a good time. But thank you for joining me. It's Drew Peoples from Peoples Collectibles. And until next time, I'll see y'all. Have a good one. Deuces.